Hello everyone, Adams TV again here. Today we're gonna go through the predicted lineup for the match tomorrow against Sydney FC. It's quite an easy game. Does sound quite an easy game, but it's actually a season friendly for the Sydney FC because they're currently in the middle of their season. But I think there's like a winter break and all in their thing right now because they're at the other end of the world and things are really different. So I'm gonna go through the squad list first of all. The people who have travelled to Sydney to participate in the match against Sydney FC. So the goalkeepers that we've brought along are Loris Karius and Simon Mignolet. The defenders that we've chosen to bring along with us is Nathaniel Klein, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Hannah Randall, Joel Matip, Dejan Lovren, Joe Gomez. Have Joe Gomez here somewhere. Joe Gomez. Ragnar Klavan, James Milner, Alberto Moreno, who'll be probably making his last appearance for Liverpool tomorrow because there's just really a lot of talks ongoing that he might be moving back to Spain. Liverpool are really interested in recouping the money that they spent on him, so that would be about 12 to 14 million, I think. So therefore, I think that he might be moving back to Spain because he's not getting enough game time. He would like a bit more game time. The midfielders that we're bringing along are the legend Steven Gerrard. Because we've brought four legends along with us to let them play as well, because I think we're just bringing them along to give them a go too, but I don't think he'll give them the full 90 minutes. I think he'll take them off, but I'll do that predicted in a wee minute or two. So Steven Gerrard, Steve McManaman, was a great player in his day. He was more of a left-sided centre attacking midfielder, therefore I have him on the left side of this 4-2-3-1. So Steve McManaman, good player, very good player. Currently commentates for BT Sport, and very good commentator in my opinion for them. The next centre that we've brought along is Lucas Leiva, who could also be making his last appearance for Liverpool because there's increasing talks that he'll be leaving, especially after the last day of the season against Middlesbrough when Liverpool won 3-0. There was an award given to him and he done a final speech and just sounded as if he might be leaving, and there's just increasing talks in the media that he will be leaving, but it would be quite sad that he'd see him leaving after 10 years. I think he's been a great reliable midfielder for us, and it'd be very sad if he left, but he's a really good player for us. The next centre that we've brought along is Kevin Stewart. Good wee centre mid, but doesn't get enough game time. Only got a game time in the Carling Cup and the FA Cup that we played in this year. He's a decent player. He's more like he's like an Emery Chan type of player. So always him trying to get the ball and always good and solid. But just not getting enough game time, and as you can see, he's 23 now. So he's starting to get like the kind of peak of his career. So therefore, it's kind of important that he starts to break into the team more, or else start to look to leave the club to go to a club where he'll get more game time. As you can see, he's a very diversified player. He can play in any position. He can play in centre, defensive mid, centre mid, left back. So that suggests that he is a really diversified player and good player. In my opinion, Stewart is a good centre mid, but it's just not there for him this season. But the injuries that we've had this season, you'd think he would get a go, but Jurgen Klopp clearly doesn't show the loyalty for him, and clearly doesn't believe that he isn't not good enough for the team. The next midfielder that we've brought along is Adam Lallana. Starting also to get to the peak of his career too. He turned 29 there last week, as it says 28 there. He turned 29 last week, so he's starting to get to the peak of his career. So he may only have another 3 or 4 years left of him being really good. But I think he's really improved under Jurgen Klopp this season, especially defensively. Been fantastic. Always counter pressing, Giga pressing, just been absolutely fantastic. but it's good we've brought him along as well. Next midfielder that we brought along is the first goal scorer for us against Middlesbrough, Gini Wijnaldum. As you can see, he can play anywhere too, left mid, centre mid or centre attacking mid. Also quite young and 25, so he'll only be starting to reach the peak of his career. So as you can see, we've quite a young unit here, so good team and good players in the team. The next player that are now we're on to the strikers. First one is Harry Wilson, but unfortunately he's not in FIFA, so I can't really show you his stats or show you his face to show what he looks like for tomorrow's match against Sydney FC. Next striker that we've brought along, unfortunately, I've included him in the midfielder because that's where he was actually playing for Hoffenheim, and I believe that he'd be better there because he's better pressing there and he gets more assists from there. As you've seen with the Wijnaldum goal, he was a very big contributor to getting that goal for us because he flicked it on the Wijnaldum to get in on goal. The next striker is Daniel Sturridge, who I think is a really good player. Just been hit by an awful lot of injuries in his career. But in the last couple of games for Liverpool, last couple of games of the season against West Ham and Middlesbrough, he was quite fantastic, to be honest. He was very good. Starting to shine now under Jurgen Klopp. Was changed the formation there in the last couple of games as well after the Southampton match, after the draw. Changed to 4-1-2-1-2, and we've started to score goals. So two games and 7 goals, which is very good. So that was the striker, and now Divock Origi, who also is a very good striker. He scored 11 goals in 22 appearances this season, or 21 appearances this season. And it says he has 21 there, but he has turned 22 in the last couple of weeks. But yes, he hasn't been playing much this season, but scoring 11 goals in 22 appearances for a 21-year-old is absolutely fantastic in my opinion. And I think he can only improve, and I think he's just a beast up front, always good, strong. Sometimes when teams like park the bus against us, he's not as, you don't see him as much. But a good example of him being at his peak was against Sunderland earlier on the season. We're struggling to get a goal, and he came up with a absolute beautiful goal. Curled the ball from the left hand side of the box into the net past Jordan Pickford. It was a really good goal. The definition of what Origi's all about. Just really good player. Just needs another few years to shine, and he really will be a really good striker. The next striker that I've brought along is Ben Weeper, but unfortunately he isn't here either, so I can't show him either. Another one who isn't here is Ryan Brewster. Two very good players, Weeper and Brewster, but they're only 16 and 17, so therefore FIFA doesn't usually include them, maybe until next year, because they're not like old enough or something. They're just because they've only broke through into the team. Brewster, we signed him from Chelsea in January. I think we signed him for about 0.5 million, and he got in, climbed us the whole way up to second in the under 23s. He's been a fantastic player for us, and also got called up for the English squad and absolutely performed excellently. The final two legends that were brought along, unfortunately, these are two defenders that I've actually included in the team. It's Daniel Lager, who was an absolutely brilliant player for us. I think he was a fantastic defender. Unfortunately, Brendan Rodgers threw him out of Liverpool because he didn't believe his attitude was good enough, so therefore he threw him out. But I think that Daniel Lager was a fantastic centre back for Liverpool and was always reliable, and him and Skirtle were beasts at centre back in my opinion. And the final centre back of all, and the best Sky Sports pundit of all, is Jamie Carragher. Absolutely brilliant defender in his prime, so he was. Really good, really reliable. Been at Liverpool a long time. It's just a brilliant defender. But I don't. So that's the squad list that we're bringing along tomorrow. So my predicted team then for tomorrow is Simon Mignolet in goal. 4-2-3-1 formation, as you can see. So James Milner at left back. Probably not give him the full time because he's 31 now. Well, it says 30, but the last couple of weeks again he has turned 31. But he is a really good player. Very influential player. Got us a good few points this season. He's been brilliant. Two centre backs, Daniel Agger and Jamie Carragher. Right back, Nathaniel Klein. two centre mids, Adam Lallana and Gini Wijnaldum. Right of the centre attacking mid is Roberto Firmino, who I think is in the better position over there. Centre attacking mid is Steven Gerrard, just for his long shots, because I think his long shots will be spectacular against Sydney, especially if he gets near just outside the box, because his long shots have always been good, scoring beauties against Everton, against West Ham to get us the FA Cup, and just a brilliant centre attacking mid altogether. And also the comeback against Istanbul in 2005 at their header, which helped us to get our comeback on. The left attacking mid is Steve McManaman. I've already explained about him already, and Daniel Sturridge up front. So during the game, I reckon that Jurgen Klopp will bring off Simon Mignolet for Karius, give him a bit of game time, because he broke his arm and hasn't got much game time to show. I'd probably take Milner off as well to give Moreno probably his last performance for Liverpool too. I know that Agger and Carragher won't be able to last the full game, so I'd take them off for Lovren and Joel Matip, because I think that they'll not be able to last and they might injure their bones, and that wouldn't be good. So therefore Liverpool might have to spend money on fixing it there by giving them treatment and stuff. So therefore I believe that those two should come off, and our normal back four should go on. And if Klein or any injuries occur there, I'd probably put on Trent Alexander-Arnold for Nathaniel Klein, but that's only if he gets injured. But in my opinion, it should be Nathaniel Klein. But again, if he does get injured, Trent Alexander-Arnold would be good enough for that. Centre mids, I would probably change Kevin Stewart for Gini Wijnaldum. As you know, Liverpool were playing on Sunday against Middlesbrough, and these two and a good few of the players were playing, so therefore it's important that they get taken off to get some fitness and get ready for the next friendly. Probably give Lucas his last performance too, because I think it'll be his last game for Liverpool too. And I know that Gerrard and McManaman won't last, so I'd probably put on probably give the youngsters a go and put on Trent Alexander-Arnold, but change him to the right hand side of the midfield and put Roberto Firmino down the centre behind Sturridge. Then I take Steve McManaman off for probably put Woodburn on, but there's no Woodburn here, but probably put him on. And then finally I take Sturridge off for Divock Origi, who I think's been performing very well this season. So that's the end of the team lineup, or the predicted team lineup for tomorrow. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you enjoyed if you want more, then just don't forget to subscribe and look out for more. Thank you.